Hello, everyone. It's Adrienne from Fame Consulting. Happy New Year. I hope everyone has had a blessed New Year. They're stepping into abundance. You're safe, or, if you have COVID, you're recovering. So I'm going to make this video quick and easy. You already know what time it is. It's tax time, right? We're stepping into January. So this is going to be about taxes for a while, okay? So what I want to kind of share today are just tax reminders and just some things that might be new for this year that you might have to provide to your preparer or your CPA. So let's get started. So all of the general things, you'll have to still get your documents, your W-2s, your 1099s. You might be getting more 1099s this year. But whatever's coming into the mail, just start to put it to the side, collect everything, and then, give the whole package to your CPA so they can take care of it. Great. So other things you might want to think about are the child tax credit. So if you got some of those payments during the year, I know a lot of people are asking, should I opt in? Should I get the payments? How will this impact me at the end of the year? So if you received any payments during the year, you'll definitely want to either, go back to your bank statements, see what was deposited, or you can actually log into the IRS portal if you have an individual account, and they can show you directly there how much you received during the year with those payments. Because the way that credit works is that you receive half of the credit during the year as, those payments on a monthly basis around the 15th of the month. And then the other half, you get it on your tax return when you file. So you'll definitely want to know what you received during the year. That way you can figure out, okay, what's still left to be paid out. Some people didn't opt into the program, or there was a delay in receiving some of the payments. So your number might be different than someone else's. And I would just log into the portal on the IRS website and see exactly what you received. The other thing you'll want to think about is the third stimulus payment. So last tax season, right, in the beginning of 2021, people were, a little confused as to, which tax stimulus payments go on the 2020 tax return versus the 2021. So if you received the first two stimulus payments, those were related to 2020. The third one, which was for $1,400, that one was paid out in 2021 and relates to the 2021 tax return. So if you didn't receive that last payment, you'd want to, let your preparer know. That way that can get handled as part of this current tax season where we're filing 2021. All right. If you are a small business, you'll want to definitely take a look at my expense and income tracker template. So I will drop that below this video so that you can, download that resource and just fill it in. It has all of the categories that go on your tax form. So if you're filing a Schedule C, all of the different buckets for a Schedule C are there. If you are an 1120 filer, all of those buckets are there. If you're Schedule E, meaning you have a rental property, all of those buckets are there. That way you can print it out and just say, oh, advertising, total for the year, computer software, total for the year. And that will make it a lot easier for your tax preparer to prepare your taxes this year. And also for you to just kind of get an idea of, okay, this was my income, these were my expenses, this was the net profit that was left off. Do I owe any taxes on that money? So the next thing you want to think about is estimated taxes. So the deadline for the last estimated tax payment that will count towards 2021 is January 15th of 2022. So if you are someone who has a side hustle or a business that, you are the owner and you run that business and all the profits are reported on your taxes, you want to make sure that you check in around what did I earn during the year? Did I have a profit or a loss? Do I owe any taxes on it? Because you'll want to make an estimated tax payment that counts towards 2021. That way you don't get hit with any underpayment penalties if you owe $1,000 or more in taxes later. So that is a really important piece. Definitely connect with me if you have any questions around that, on how to calculate that. if you need any help with figuring out, the bookkeeping and all those things, that's what I do at Fame Consulting. So definitely reach out to me. And then also you want to think about your crypto. So the IRS is really cracking down on virtual currencies. So if you have sales of Bitcoin or Ethereum or any Dogecoin or any of these virtual currencies, you'll want to see if you have a gain or loss and report those things on your taxes. So definitely check in with your accountant. If you need any help with figuring out, hey, do I have any taxable gains or losses during the year? What should I be reporting? Check in with me, send me a direct message, leave a comment, email me. You can find my contact information. It's on the internet. It's here. But basically send me a message. That way we can figure out what your situation is and what's going on. Now, if you have, investments in stocks, it's a little bit easier. You will go to your app like Robinhood, Acorn, or you'll go to your brokerage and you will download the 1099 that will report all of like your sales and dispositions during the year. Now, if you have crypto, it can be a little more difficult if you're not getting that tax document from your wallet or wherever you're purchasing this crypto. You may have to figure that out manually, but you should be reporting that stuff because eventually the IRS is going to catch up and they're going to start reaching out to people. They're going to say, hey, we see that you have all of these different transactions. You didn't report these things. So just giving you a heads up, it's better to be ahead of that than to receive something later on. All right. So make sure you also think like you'll have your 1099s for interest. So if you have a bank account that pays you interest, make sure you log into your bank account, download those things. If you made any student loan payments, you'll get those 1098-Ts. So you'll want to download those as well. But basically, this is the time period where you want to start collecting all your documents. If you have any bookkeeping that needs to get done that you need to sort through, you want to, set something up. I did another video before talking about resources that you could use, such as Wave Accounting, which is a free accounting software. It's all online. You link your bank account and you can do everything for free there. You can also use apartments.com. If you are, let's say, a landlord or someone who's renting property, you can use that to kind of do all the payments for the property and also see a ledger of everything that went in and everything that you paid for expense wise. You can track everything on that one website. So there are online tools to assist you. It's just up to you if you want to use them, right? So now's the time, like I said, collect all your information, start to organize your information. If you haven't done so far, let's, get prepared for tax season because we want to make it as seamless and as easy. We want to make it easy for you, right? Great. So those are the things that you want to think about. Also, you want to understand if there are options for payments. So let's say you do have a balance due. You definitely want to discuss, hey, what are my payment options? Can I set up a payment agreement? How often will those payments come out? How long of a payment agreement can I have? Those are some things that you would want to talk about with whoever's preparing your taxes. Hopefully it's me, right? Do I have the ability to pay through my refund? Let's say, you don't want to pay your preparer up front. You want that fee to come out of the refund that you're receiving. That is also another option available. If you are expecting a refund or you think you'll be getting a refund, you can also get a refund advance. So what that looks like is that you can start to get those. If you have your documents and everything, you can actually file to get your refund now, and then the bank will advance it to you. That way you can get that cash sooner, right? So just want to put it out there, some things to think about for tax time. You can always reach out to me. I am available. I'll also include my appointment calendar link below. That way you can book a meeting with me. It's tax time. this is what we're talking about, right? So you'll definitely want to meet with someone like myself one-on-one so we can talk about your individual situations. If you've seen my lives before, we do not talk about anyone's specific tax matters. I'm here to just give you general information, but I always recommend let's do a one-on-one so we can talk about your specific situation and figure out what works best for you. The last thing I want to remind you is if you purchased a home in 2021, also get your ALTA or HUD statement and give that to your tax preparer as well, because sometimes there are some things that you might be able to deduct that you paid for at closing that may not be reported on your mortgage interest statement that you get from your bank at the end of the year. So I always like to double check the HUD or ALTA statement to see, okay, what did I pay at closing? And does this make sense based off of what I'm getting from my bank at the end of the year? Another reminder, go to your payroll processors, look for your W-2s. If you're expecting to get 1099s, make sure that you give the company your W-9 so they can send you your 1099s to the correct address. Just make sure that all of that stuff is updated. And yeah, tax time does not have to be difficult. So again, I will share my calendar link below. Please book an appointment so we can talk about whatever you have going on during 2021 or 2022 so that we can have you set up for success, right? All right. So that is everything for today, everyone. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. And if you have any other questions or requests for videos or things during tax time, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Don't hesitate to ask. I love to bring content that is relevant to you. So I'll be back next week and enjoy. Stay safe.